Pisces, this is The Great Escape, your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. My name is Michelle. I'm an astrologer, and I use astrology, tarot cards, and oracle cards to divine weekly messages that are insights for you into the energy that's impacting you the most. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Pisces comes out at 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time every single Wednesday. There's always an extended reading too that I hope you join me for, and you can also join my Unbound membership. Check out all my channel memberships, but the Unbound membership gives you unlimited access into all the extended readings, multiple live chats with me a week, where you can ask me any tarot card question you want, as well as other exclusive content that nobody anywhere else on social media gets to see. So I hope you join me for those as well. Yeah, in terms of the astrology, it's really weird. There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of craziness. There's conjunction happening like crazy in Aquarius, which is your 12th house. So I wouldn't be surprised if there were different rumblings and stirrings that are happening that surprise you or that are coming out in your dreams. But I think ultimately you are at a position right now where you can really just take off and get lost in your own little la-la land. Because Neptune and Jupiter are getting so close. They're combining their energies of just luminescence, big-heartedness, optimism, dreaminess, thinking beyond, like really feeling so completely. And this is at your heart. It's going on in Pisces. So really just like living the dream. And what does that mean, the dream? Like, lifestyles of the rich and famous and shit? No, it's your dream. You're legitimately, it's alive all around you. And there's never a better time to manifest, because that's when you're powerful. When you are convinced of what you see in your mind's eye, what you know in your heart. And so, Pisces, this is an exceptional time for you especially, because you're so maybe delusional that you are really living your dream and your truth are basically one. And that is a master manifestation time. So there's no other time when you're going to be more powerful than between these next 2 weeks. But I tell you, even reality for you, you're almost going to have this bulletproof vest when it comes to it. Like, fuck everything that Saturn's doing. Even though it's getting in everybody else's way, it will not be getting in your way. Simply because it's like you're beyond it. You know that there's so much else besides the 3D world, and you're working within it to recreate your space, to change your existence here, to experience your timeline, to experience your life, and you're just letting it flow. So in terms of the astrology, it's a really luminescent time for you. It's definitely a time to that you're going to be able to enjoy yourself. And if anything, there's going to be, almost feel like a vacation. It feels like you're on vacation, when you're able to really be your true self because all the hard work is done. And I'm not saying your hard work is done, but I feel like there's just a relief and a sensation of anything is possible, infinite possibilities for you. So use that strength. That's going to be the number one tool in your arsenal, in your energy between this week and next, actually through the first 2 weeks, the next 2 weeks. But let's get into the cards. Pisces, what do you want to say to me? What do you need to know? What are the best energies, the best tools in the Pisces arsenal for this week to help them through whatever they're going to be experiencing? We have be generous of spirit, and that's Leo energy. You have courage, as well as, I keep saying, luminescence of the heart. Leo rules the heart space. It's green. It's the heart chakra. Green is the heart chakra. So a good tool in your arsenal would be different kinds of green gemstones, different kinds of heart chakra opening practices, like, even cat-cow could help you a lot. Anything where you're stretching and really opening your chest and filling your chest. like embodying a sense of opening your heart. It could even be like Sphinx pose or seal pose, where you're in yoga, where you're really just opening up your chest to the heavens to allow yourself, your heart to radiate. So those are tools that you can use a lot during this energy. Be generous of spirit is be brave. And I think that this is going to be natural for you. Forget about saying it's not going to be a problem. It's legitimately, Pisces, saying this is going to come quite naturally for you. And your courage is coming from the heart. It's not coming from the arrogance. It's not coming from conceit. It's sure as hell is not coming from desperation or fear. It's coming from being so, like, you're so luminescent because you really believe. You believe in the truth of what your heart is. You're so in line, in tune, in harmony with your heart right now that your bravery is just what you're doing right now. It's who you are. You're embodying it. This could also mean or imply that you're taking on a leadership role. Taking on a leadership role, I also think, would not be an ambitious thing. It would not be something that you're trying to achieve. It would legitimately just be a statement of simply people are following you. They're following your example, Pisces, because you inspire them. Like, that's real leadership, right? Is that you inspire people. And beautiful energy. Claim your independence from any kind of tether, from any kind of obstacle, from any kind of thought in your mind that blocked you, that limited, not just blocked you, limited you. Any kind of limited thought process is completely gone now. And there's just a sense of like a fire that fills you, a warmth that radiates from you. Also, cat spirit is about being playful. So a wonderful thing, if you have access to this, a wonderful tool that you can access that will be the sharpest tool. No. Mostly those heart opening exercises. But like a break, like a vacation, like getting away. I know that every Pisces in the world that sees this video can't go on vacation, but giving yourself a rest or a change of scenery to surround yourself and allow your heart to be the thing that sings around you all the time. This is a really wonderful time to do this for yourself because it's going to put you in the right vibration that's going to match all the Piscean vibrations around you. And matching that vibration is like the spark that lights the world and your world and like lights it up, right? We have be at home. This is in the past. So maybe you spent a little too much time at home, a little too much time in your reality, kind of getting stuck in the reality that you accepted, or this is just spending time at home and be playful is here. This is coming out in the past, so I think you learned to enjoy yourself. That's what it's saying. You started to enjoy yourself and feel a bunch of gratitude when you were actually home. I feel now that you have gone away or reached yourself out or branched yourself out somehow because you're courageous enough to do it. And it doesn't have to be geographically. It just means that you're legitimately sharing your art. You're sharing your heart. You're having the courage to actually like take center stage. And yes, I mean that literally or metaphorically, to just step out there with yourself. But this definitely, like, in other words, you started the good vibe before even being able to go on a break or take a break. Hold on. Maybe being a kid again. The innocence of youth. It's almost like getting that chance to feel like your childhood self again. And by that, I don't mean that you don't use the wisdom that you've earned. You always use the wisdom that you've earned. But ultimately, Pisces, this is your luminescent self. It's like knowing the truth of who you are, getting back to the truth of who you are, reintroducing yourself to the you that you were before you started to get jaded. And literally just letting all that other crap drop away. I would be surprised if you don't feel lighter right now. I feel like you will see or maybe notice or maybe not everything else that people are experiencing, but you are definitely in this pocket of existence where Neptune and Jupiter are conjunct in Pisces. and they're trying the South Node, which means having comfort with everything that you've learned, really taking ownership of how far you've come. And then sextile to the North Node, which is because you're so comfortable with where you've come from and you've owned and you've let it sit in you and fill you out so well, you're not afraid. In fact, you're looking forward to new challenges that are coming into you because you're seeing how one informs the other, that they're not separate, that the North and the South Node, that the things that you find easy and the things that you find challenging, or where you come from versus where you're heading, are not two different places. They're actually one path that you've been walking, and you're seeing the connectivity between the two right now, so they're not in conflict. So there is no fear, there is no frustration. They're actually in unison, in harmony, and in connectivity. So yeah, let's keep we're getting a lot of messages here. What else is a beautiful arsenal that Pisces can use, a beautiful tool that Pisces can use right now, God? Okay, so we have, Spirit has your back. Like legitimately, I have to share this with you. It fell into my lap. I take that seriously. I take how the cards behaved seriously. This fell right into my lap. So it's almost like decisions or spiritual help. There's such a higher consciousness and connectivity. Really, I mean, Spirit loves to be loved by you. And if your heart is open, Spirit's always there. So it's legitimately things falling into your lap because you're listening. It's always there, but because you're open, the answers are there, the support is there, and you're getting some support. This could have to do with something in terms of the government, decisions that are being made, and you're starting to see how they're just sort of like falling into your lap. We have Hummingbird, be here now. Life is beautiful in the present moment. There's no need to look anywhere else. There's no need to look in the future. And I think you're not convoluted by the past, which you can get really stuck in. And you're not frustrated or saddened about the future. Or worried, or you don't have anxiety. This is a time of really being able to see how beautiful this present moment is and how eternal it is and how connected it is. Be here now. It could be, this is Libra energy. So it's seeing the beauty. It's being beautiful. It's feeling beautiful. It's radiating and emanating beauty. And then we have Porcupine energy, time for a beginner mind. I think you're starting to see beauty in a whole new way. You're starting to develop a higher consciousness or a higher understanding of what beauty is, starting to see the beauty in life, the beauty in yourself, the beauty that's all around you, maybe in things that before you couldn't even see or things that you missed. This is a time when you're really experiencing a heightened understanding of how much you don't know, but instead of that intimidating you, it actually feels like opportunity all around you, because it's like, okay, what I don't know is, I love it. It's an adventure, right? And that's what you're learning. You're learning again what beauty is. And this is another tool that you're going to be able to really use right now, is because you're seeing things from a fresh perspective, like a child's mind, a beginner mind. You have this superpower right now to get the best out of every situation and draw in the best to you, which is what's going to start to happen, because when you start radiating that kind of joy, that's what you call into yourself. So time for a beginner mind and be here now. Spirit has your back, okay? Let Pisces know. How does Spirit have their back? Triumph and success. This is like the Ace of Swords coming out, which means that it's like you feel it. You feel that you've come to an end of a long journey, a long path, a long heartbreak, a long suffering. But it's almost like, was this what it was all for? Yes. Okay. Okay. I'll take it, because it is like sometimes, sometimes in the middle of the journey, it's the most difficult. And I feel like this is you coming on the other side and things getting really smooth for you right now. Crown chakra. I think, first of all, this is a very successful time for you to be illuminated with the wisdom of the eternal. This is also success in if you've been struggling, or like in terms of ideas or conceptualizations or figuring out how to make something work. This is when you have your aha moment and your major breakthroughs when it comes to just the nuances and the stuff that you were trying to piece together. So ultimately, a beautiful tool to use right now is allow yourself to open up to your dreams, because your dreams are going to answer a lot of questions or provide a lot of ways forward that maybe were not available to you before this moment. Firm foundation means that you are firmly planting yourself in the position of, like, this is your talent, this is your ability, this is the fire inside of you, and it's firm, it's secure, it's almost like Four of Wands energy, this sense of being certain about where you stand, certain about who you are, and your certainty makes other people certain about you. So as within, so without, right? Like, it's all reflecting. You're feeling really beautiful and capable of anything. So ultimately, this firm foundation is a sense of you've established yourself as a force of nature. You've established yourself as something that the establishment knows is a formidable existence. And actually, this could be them starting to open up, or actually coming to you and saying, hey, like this offer, this offer, this offer. So offers will start coming on the table in this energy. Firm foundation. I love this. It's like you are so solid in what you've created, that there is this kind of breakthrough, higher consciousness, receptivity that had never existed before. It's like you're circumnavigating karma in some way, or Saturn in some way. You're circumnavigating all the restrictions because you've tapped into something that's bigger than any of the planets at all. And yeah, it's like a life hack. You've legitimately hacked the matrix. That's kind of what it is. You are matrix hacking. No, let me go here. No. Pisces. Okay, yeah, these didn't want to talk. Who wanted to talk? Maybe these. We'll just go here. Chopped wood is work. And even, you know you're doing the right thing when it doesn't feel like work. But this is work. Chopped wood is definitely devoted and committed, and grinding. So if you feel like relaxed and happy and at ease in this work, this is the right kind of work. And then we have flexible. So something's going to change in terms of your work or your employment. And you'll start to see that they're getting more flexible with you, or they're allowing you more leeway, or not being as strict. I don't know, but something's definitely changing. Maybe your hours are becoming more flexible. You can work remotely. Something here, work has gotten more flexible. That's really cool energy, and peace is here as well. So it's almost like, yeah, maybe you're working flexible times. Maybe you're making peace with your workplace, or at your workplace, in your workplace, or with the work that you do, because now things have become more flexible for you. Oh, I didn't even see this fall out, dude. New life. And this adds to a feeling of, wow, I can do anything. This is like leading to you being able to live in a whole different way. So what I see is you really being offered like work from home, work remotely, work flex hours, or just hard work that you've done is making your life giving you a lot more dexterity and opening up a lot more doors for you, which is making you feel a lot more balanced and calm. There's a lot of happiness here. Maybe it was the tight and restrictiveness. There's not restrictiveness. Things are opening up. You are really able to hack the matrix and get in there and have this flexibility. So you don't necessarily feel so confined. Pisces doesn't like to feel confined. You like to feel free. And you like to not be judged for how open and clearly open. You just like, yeah, okay. Sometimes I can't get the right words, but just how open you are. And there's some flexibility that's happening. In fact, this Eagle card could have been somebody who has authority over you, starting to like, it's almost like you're taking authority over them. And I'm not saying that you're necessarily the boss now, but it's almost like you're having, this is a week where you'll have a lot more access to getting your way with your boss if you have one, or getting your way with whatever you work in. And it's just adding to you feeling like your life is more yours now, instead of the life that was defined by somebody else. And this really is the turning point between who you were when you came into the world and who you are now, where you firmly established who you are in people's eyes. And you'll start to see the shift is they are definitely starting to see you more as the person you've created than the person your parents created. Not that that person was bad, but you're really starting to see the shift and the becoming of everything that you are. Let's go into tarot, because I can't wait to see what else it has to say. I'll see you guys over there, and maybe you'll join the Unbound membership and get access to any extension or tarot card reading that you want. I love you guys. I'll see you there.